So, drama and factual from Japan in almost all high dynamic range. I think it's all HDR that we're about to see from NHK. And our first speaker is an old friend of MIP, Yoshiharu Kashima, who I think it's the third or fourth time you've been here, I think, Kashima-san. So may I invite you to come to the podium and start your presentation. Kashima-san is a Senior Manager Programming at NHK Tokyo.
Hello, my name is Yoshiharu Kashima. I am here from NHK, Japan's public broadcaster. At NHK, we reverse both 4K and 2K as super high vision. As a member of the programming division, I am involved in organizing the super high vision satellite test broadcast that began August 1st last year. Today, I'll tell you about our plans for super high vision regular broadcasting that will commence in 2018 after the end of the test broadcast. But before that, let's take a look at a 4-minute mini drama. This is an extra edition of our epic fantasy drama, Moderator, Guardian of the Street, that we have previously shown at this conference. The drama was produced in 4K HDR. But this mini drama has been produced in 8K HDR. This short film bridges the gap between season 1 and season 2. The female hero, bodyguard Balthazar, has just started a new journey. A beautiful female ghost begs Balthazar for the life of her young daughter. So this drama has helped establish production techniques for future 8K HDR dramas. It is no mere prototype and is a highly polished short film. It was broadcast repeatedly on our super high vision test broadcast as a promotional tool to increase interest in the second season. The version you watch here has been down-converted from 8K to 4K. Please enjoy in 5.1 surround sound. What do you think? At NHK, we have made 20 minutes long drama in 8K. However, this is our first drama using HDR. It was originally made in hologamma, but version we just played had to be converted to PQ due to the projector at its venue. It is not very easy to convert between hologamma and PQ. It's a liberating process. In addition, though the 5.1 surround sound you heard was pretty nice, this mini drama was actually produced using immersive 22.2 merchant sound. Allow me to introduce this amazing sound system. As shown in this figure, 22 merchant sound uses multiple speakers. The system has 9 channels in the ceiling, 10 channels at the level, and 3 channels on the floor. This three-dimensional acoustic experience is composed of 22 channels at 3 heights and 2 channels for deep bass. When you watch the mini drama with 22 merchant sound, the action shots are powerful and realistic. During our test broadcast, viewers were impressed with not just the visuals but also the sound. But what would you think if you were told you needed a system with this many speakers in your home? I think you would probably hesitate, but don't worry. At NHK, we are currently in research and development of systems with fewer speakers and even headphones that will allow viewers to easily enjoy 22.2 merchant sound. NHK began test broadcast of super high vision by satellite last August. It has been decided that a regular scheduled 4K 8K broadcast by satellite will begin on December 1st, 2018. Among the broadcasters participating In this case, is only network that will broadcast in both 4K and 8K. Our current test broadcasts for 7 hours every day are in 8K. So we have converted our 4K programming to 8K. When standard scheduled broadcast commence, we'll have 2 separate channels, one 4K and one 8K. 4K broadcast will be for 18 hours a day from 6 a.m. to midnight, while 8K broadcast will be for over 12 hours a day from 10 a.m. until past 10 p.m. We aim to have more than 19% of 4K channel programming to be native 4K contents, and more than 6% of 8K channel programming to be native 8K contents. The rest of the programming will be up-converted from HD or 4K contents. Currently, NHK has a total of 4 HD channels with 2 terrestrial and 2 satellite broadcasting channels. To support the new 4K and 8K channels to be introduced in 2018, we are working on new ways to mass-produce programming for them. In order to build a firm base for 4K production whenever possible, we try to make shows in 4K when produce shows for our current HD channels. Last month, we broadcast live a basketball game using 11 4K cameras during our Super Havion test broadcast, but also down-converted to HD and broadcast the game live on an HD channel at the same time. Though currently most production facilities at NHK are for HD programmers, we'll be gradually updating our equipment to 4K and 8K, and many of our 8K programs will be produced with many of our 8K programs will be produced with this previously mentioned 22.2 multi-channel sounds. Well, I think I have talked enough about our plans for regular scheduled 4K, 8K broadcasts. Next, I would like to introduce our 4K plans, T-Rex, an evolutionary journey. Please enjoy. What did you think? Okay, now let me introduce science programming senior producer, Takeshi Shibasaki, who is with us today to introduce new developments in program production.
Bonjour tout le monde. My name is Takeshi Shibasaki. I'm a senior producer of the science program. I'm coming from science division. And after 20 years of the experience of the producing a science program, I'm working on now weekly science slot named called Cosmic Front Next and 60 Minutes, and as well as 2 special series program, Deep Ocean and Scam Pyramid for Sunday prime time slot. And first of all, to give you an image, what NHK science team has been producing in 4K. So as you can see, we are producing quite a lot of the 4K program, and we send 4K and 8K crew everywhere in this house. So let's have a look at our history of the 4K production. So in 2015, I made just 1 in 4K program and 0 and in 8K program. But in last year, totally changed. In 2016, I produced a 14 4K program and 1 8K program. And what's going on this year? It's going to be a doubling than last year. We are going to produce 28 space program, including a Cosmic Front and other space special program, and 1 8K program. And we're making, going to make these 4K program in 4K HDR. So this year, 28 episode in making in 4K HDR. So now we are going to shift to HDR. So why do we choose to make space program in 4K HDR? So now we shifted to the 4K HDR. And we are starting international cooperation using 4K and 4K HDR. And this year we'll be cooperating with the UK company Windfall Films on a project involving direct observation looking into black hole. And we will shoot in 4K and exchange the footage with them to produce a program. And also, we are also sharing 4K footage with French company Bonpioche for a program on the scan pyramid project. So, as you can see, the aerial shot and the water shot, diving shot, and everything is shot in 8K. So using a lead helium is very compact and very easy to carry and suitable for the harsh condition like Antarctic. And so it's very good for next program. So now we try to revisit again to Antarctic this year, end of this year, and we hope to making more and more documentary in 8K HDR. So as you're seeing 4K and 8K and 15K VO. Now it's new standard for science program and playable in a planetarium, prize station, or event or something on a growing assortment of TVs. So it is important for us to continue to gain various know-how filming 4K and 8K. So thank you so much. So I'd like to introduce the next speaker, Mr. John Ochiai.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Jun Ochiai from NHK. I'm in charge of promoting 8K. Last October, we brought 8K theater to MIPCOP. Some of you might have seen it. We received great feedback. Today, I would like to share with you the responses we received to 8K screening at Berlinale and avant-premiere, an international music market, in February. I will show you 3 clips from the screening, all down-converted to 4K with 5.1 March surround audio. Even with the down conversion, I hope you can see the excellent quality. It will be really amazing if we would show this in 8K and 22.2 channel. The review, thank you. The review in Berlin was overwhelming, and we heard the sound was natural and real, which engulfed participants. After this screening, we received many 8K co-production offers from highly respectable organizations, such as big name opera houses and music festivals, concert halls, and famous rock singers. So far, we looked at 8K immersive sense of reality. Next, I will show you how 8K can capture the close-ups. So please run the clip. Sorry, the narration is only Japanese. 8K is like gigantic microscope. Yes, it can show the details and the whole subject at the same time. We applied this 8K advantage to film masterworks in the Louvre Museum. We then held a special screening in the Louvre last October, where lucky creator and journalist reviewed at 60 minutes of the contents we shot previously. We received the feedback, such as 8K gives as a completely new viewing experience. And 8K can change the way we look at artworks. It is like getting lost inside a painting.
Data storage is
yeah.
another challenge.
Yeah.
How did you overcome that challenge in the Antarctica?
Yes, so our footage is, we shoot 30 hours in 8K. And
How many trucks do you need to carry?
yeah, so we are collaborating with Western Digital. That's HCG, one of the biggest maker. And we carry on the 4 terabytes portable HDD, okay. 30 bucks. No, 40. Okay. $40 of the 4 terabytes. So, and all the footage is 30 terabyte. And of course, we have to back up.
Yeah.
So we
and
need.
You have to log it.
Yeah.
And you have to know what
you
shot.
Yeah. And so for the it's time for the backup. It's a nightmare.
If there's press in the room, we must not say nightmare. It's a challenge.
But one thing that is good for us, it's Antarctica is it's every time there's a light, the sun is light, so it's very easy to walk for 21 hours. So that's why we can do that.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Excellent. Now also talking about the science production as well, cosmic space, looking at the planned increase in output.
Yeah.
You showed us 2015 just 1 port induction, then 14 last year, 28 this year, 28, approximately 1 production every 2 weeks. Yeah. Although I know many of them will be much longer than that. But what are you likely to have to produce by 2018? To keep the schedule full.
Yeah, so it's great challenge for us, but we want to make a 4K program like 2K. So now it's gonna be almost the same. Just we needed more than 2 or 3 days for the online post production.
Okay.
But we can do that.
Thank you very much. A question for Kashima-san. Now, Kashima-san, this may not be your responsibility. There's science and there's arts and culture. So forgive me if I'm asking you a question that you are not responsible for. But in general terms, for NHK, and we have seen Moderator, but for ordinary drama, so not high-profile drama, for news, for current affairs within 4K, how is NHK making progress in those areas, conventional areas, if you like? Is that okay?
HD の、制作のものをだいたい今 20% ぐらい 20% ぐらいを要件でやっているっていう。
We're producing about 20% of the contents which is supposed to go out on HD. In 4K, sorry. Already.
And when will current affairs and discussion and maybe cookery shows and the ordinary material that makes up the bulk of a transmission, when will that sort of production embrace 4K? Or will it?
ゆくゆくは料理番組や、ニュースも今、月に、1本ぐらいで、今やろうとしています。ただニュースはライブじゃなくて、収録もので、だいたい30分ぐらいのニュース番組を、4K で毎月やっていこうという形で考えて、4月からはい。
The shift is gradually happening. For example, we're trying to produce. We have a plan to produce a news program about 30 minutes a month. One program per month in 4K, and that is not going to be the live show. It's going to be recorded. Program, but we're trying to produce one news program per month in 4K.
And the other material that you use to fill the schedule, the soap operas, the quiz shows, which I know they're not your responsibility, but I'm just trying to get a general impression.
そうですね、もうとりあえずいろんなジャンルの番組を今 4K でトライしようとしていますが、なかなかクイズ番組っていうのはちょっと、ね、4K でやるっていうのは今のところは、ないですね。あとそうですね、料理番組も、なくて、だいたい美術番組であったり、それからスポーツであったり、そうですね、あとそうさっきから出てる科学であったり、あとドラマでも、7本ぐらいのシーズンのものを、何回か放送やっていこうというふうにしています。そうですね、はい、シリーズですね。
Although we don't have planned to produce any quiz shows or cookery programs in 4K at the moment, we're trying to produce many genres in 4K. For example, I mean, at the moment it's mainly art program, sports, science, and also dramas. That is a 7-part series. We're trying to produce those as much as possible in 4K.
Thank you very much. That's useful information. Now, my final question for Yun-san. First of all, a personal request from me. I want to see more programs of little paintings brought to life like that. The Mona Lisa, I think maybe we're all familiar with, but we're not familiar with such beautiful details. So, when will we have more of those?
Actually, we are talking with Louvre people at the next project,
okay.
And we are getting shooting as we want to shoot other masterpieces in other museum. So maybe 2 or 3 years ahead.